Hi, this is Sirius from SiriusElevation.com. I want to talk to you about tape work today, or within my company what I call gender-specific energy restoration therapy. This type of therapy or this type of work involves a male practitioner working with a female or female to male. The reason for this is that the energetics built into the anatomy differ, and they actually pair up complementary wise. So it's almost like taking two batteries and you stick them into a remote control. You don't face them the same side up. You have to have them where they're facing opposite directions for the energy to be able to flow. So a lot of questions about this work. A lot of people are afraid, fearful, they want to know how to pick out a practitioner. I'll give you a few suggestions on finding your practitioner. There's not many that will be able to provide these services to you. The tape work itself is actually one small component. The table work, or when you see actual energy session, a small component. Prior to that, you need to have someone that can have you reflect, go and be transparent with you, go inside of your life and find out where you are sabotaging yourself. This means they have to have the ability to tap into your unconscious mind. This is beyond what you think is motivating you or what's going on. They need to be able to tap in deep below the waters, or I should say the oceanic waters of your mind. If you look at the ocean, you see waves at the top. There's a lot of disturbance at the top. But the deeper you go down, the quieter it is, but also the darker it is, and the more mysterious it becomes. This is the nature of your mind. And a adept practitioner knows their way down into the depths of the ocean. This comes from dealing with their own life. This skill doesn't come by a textbook. You have to know how to not just relate with a person on a psychological viewpoint based on books, but you have to understand people on an energetic level, because we live in an energetic world. And as I've heard Niyama say, in a physical world, we look at size and structure as being things that are greater. But on an energetic world, the more smaller something is, truly, and I have heard it, but I know from experience, the smaller, the more subtle something is, the more powerful it is. I remember reading Osho, Book of Secrets. He speaks about this also. He talks about taking an atom, and when you slice an atom, the power that's released from it, just a little tiny, small atom with the energy contained within it, boom, will take down any of the large structures that we have built, and it cause some serious destruction. But also, it can also cause serious creation. It can cause restoration to someone that understands the dynamics of this practice. When you're seeking a practitioner, this person needs to be able to coach you before and after if you want heavy, transformative work. This person is going to show you where you sabotage yourself in your life. They're going to teach you about your fear. You will face yourself. You will face the boogeyman. Things that are stored when you're 1 month, 2 months, up to 2-3 years old, and things that are printed. You may visit some of these things. And what's going to happen is a beautiful thing. It allows you to remove these blocks and allow energy to flow through you, through your body, through your being, and allows you to effectively operate clearer from your mind. So let's look at some of the other things. Let's talk about clarity of mind being one of the benefits. Having a childlike, loving heart. Second. The third would be having a hot cauldron of energy that emanates from your core. Three things. So from the coolness of the clarity of the mind, non-judgmental, to the warmness of the heart, to the heat of the core, being connected to yourself. If you're a woman, being connected to the feminine part of yourself. If you're a man, this work will connect you to the masculine side of yourself. Very powerful thing. When those things happen, and you understand how to move around and navigate yourself in this matrix, you will be capable of doing many things that may astound many people. Do I know this from a textbook? Yes, I have read things, but I have lived this life to have seen what an inklet of that energy can do. What an inklet. So much of my life is based around the unknown, being able to tap in, being able to go beyond the yin and the yang, and to tap into that place of emptiness, that state of Wu-Ji, that nothingness, that shunyata. And when you're in that state, in a blissful way, there's many things that happen, and this goes beyond orgasms, because orgasms is just you connecting to yourself and having the energy flow. But as them circuits move, there's other things that will happen when that energy builds and builds, and then the brain tilts. And the ego shed, and the mind drops into the heart, and then the body cracks open, almost like it's dying or going through a period of, or a state of death. No difference than an orgasm. But when the body cracks open and seemingly dies, and you begin breathing through the pores in a blissful state, many things will become apparent to you if you reach that level. Within this work, it's beautiful. Many illusions disappear for you. You become, what should I say? You access the ability to maneuver so many things inside of you and around you. It makes you a better energy practitioner. It also creates a better situation for your clients, having this understand this path. Many of people have never felt this before because they're too busy looking at something they can hold in their hand, chasing a desire, very ambitious, instead of relaxing to that state of nothingness first. There's nothing like it. Find a practitioner that's patient with you, but somebody that's not going to put up with your stuff. Kicking and screaming, you may go through, but that's only because you're trying to hold on and keep a door closed. But the same energy that it takes to close the door is the same energy it takes to open the door. No difference. So the way I run my sessions, most people don't go through these battles if they're actually going through an energetic part of the session, because I've found a way based upon my own personal experiences on how to navigate them through that. This works through what they call a paleocortex or reptile brain, which is the most primal part of the mind. Through me learning how to manipulate things through the paleocortex, the unconscious mind, tapping into the emotional limbic system, as well as you got to bypass that rational side, that neocortex part, the rational aligned brain. Once you bypass that, things can come to a center. And I won't say much more. I'll let you take the journey on your own. But find someone patient with you and somebody that's not going to place their personal crap on you as a practitioner to a client. And practitioners, I'm talking to you too. You know, and we have our challenges, just like the next person. Anyway, this is Sirius from SiriusElevation.com. That's SIRIUS Elevation.com. Signing off. I love you. Peace.